You want to be successful. You want to achieve your goals, your dreams. You want to feel good. You want to be healthy. You want to lose weight. You want to improve your cognition, your reaction time, whatever it may be. This is not going to happen overnight. Results are not going to happen overnight. People really need to get that through their mind. You're not going to be able to do one exercise session. You're not going to be able to do one coaching session, talking to a coach or a therapist or whoever it may be, and then just be good the rest of your life, okay? Welcome to Driving and Vibing. What's up, everybody? Today I want to talk about like the journey. I mean, it's going to be a journey, okay? There are those rare few people who will be able to go into a coaching session, a therapy session, who will go to, one or two personal training sessions and just instantly click and be able to just, they can go out on their own and they can kind of, figure it out themselves. But that is not the case for most people. A lot of people set goals. They have goals, whether it's lose weight, improve their overall well-being, their mental state, mental being one of the biggest reasons I got into health and wellness, health and fitness, and my cognition. I could not stand the fact that my cognition felt like it was slipping. I was unable to hold conversations fluently like I wanted to. I wasn't able to keep up with people. So that's what got me into it. And that really drove me. But there's a lot of people who, that took a long time for those results to come in, okay? And I've said this in my other video. Another side benefit to me was gaining muscle. It took 8 months for me to see any sort of muscle gain. 8 months, but I pushed through because I felt better doing the activity. So results do not happen overnight for 99.9% of the people. It's just not going to happen. There are the genetic few who may be able to pull that off, but just let it be known. Now, let's get into the journey. Like the journey getting there. You got to set yourself goals, realistic goals. Setting yourself a massive goal. And before I even get into the goals that you want to set, you also have to understand how the journey is going to work for yourself. So if you set yourself goals, like you're going to set yourself goals, right? That's very important. But if you don't understand the journey through those goals, if you don't understand what could happen, like the ins and outs, what could happen, what will happen, what barriers you might come across, you more than likely are going to burn out. And then your journey just is going to plummet. You're going to be like, this isn't even working, blah, 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 this and that. You're going to give yourself millions of reasons for why you don't need to continue. Now let's get into the goals. Setting yourself realistic goals. I'm going to combine these two really quickly. Giving yourself goals is very important, but they have to be smart goals. Like you have to set yourself goals that you're able to actually achieve. Let's say one of my goals is to gain muscle. Like I said, I want to gain muscle and I want to gain this amount of pounds. Let's say I want to gain 10 pounds of muscle. Okay. That's a good long-term goal because gaining muscle is difficult. But on the short term, I need to set goals on my way there. Like a goal to go to the gym, start going to the gym twice per week, 3 times per week, build up from there. You got to be able to set yourself goals and then little goals that you can actually achieve. That way you have a sense of, achievement, right? Because if you don't set yourself micro goals on top of these big goals, you're gonna get burnt out. You're gonna feel like you're not making any progress. You're gonna, complain and come up with reasons for why you don't need to go and this and that, okay? So goals are very important. Understanding is very important. So, I mean, I'm going to give it one of the biggest examples I can give of needing to understand your journey. If your journey consists of weight loss, this is what's going to happen. When you first start working out, your body is going to start shedding water weight, okay? That's the first thing that's going to go. It's going to also start shedding some fat, right? Because that's your goal. Now, when the water weight fluctuates, okay? So if you get on a scale a couple times a day, you're going to see those fluctuations. You're going to be distraught if you don't understand that, okay? You're going to be upset. You're going to be like, why am I gaining weight? It doesn't make any sense. Especially on a day-to-day, water weight fluctuates. Your muscle weighs more than fat. I'm going to say that again. Muscle weighs more than fat. So when you start working out and you start converting your fat to muscle, you're going to see a drop initially because you're losing that fat. And then once the muscle starts to take over, you're going to see you're gaining more weight again. Now you may look at that if you don't understand this and be like, well, working out doesn't work. This is a load of BS. Working out doesn't do anything. I'm not losing weight. But if you really look at yourself, you're more than likely leaning out. Okay, that's what is called leaning out. You're trading the fat for the muscle. Okay, and that's a real thing. And that is exactly how that works. So if you don't understand the journey, if you're not really like, if you're not in the know it all with the journey, and you really don't, understand how the body works and how your journey is going to work, and the uh, crossroads you're going to be at, the barriers you might hit, you're more than likely going to get burnt out, and you're not going to want to continue the journey. And this happens to so many people. And if you don't ever learn what's going to happen, or kind of assess like the pros and cons, well, I guess not the pros and cons, but what could happen and what could not happen, and how things are going to work, then no matter how many times you try to start your journey, you could just end up not achieving these goals every single time. So it's very important to understand the journey, to set yourself achievable goals, as well as short and long-term goals. And of course, to just remember that, geez Louise, the sun is annoying in this video, but just remember that results aren't going to happen overnight. If you like what you heard in this video, hit that like button, helps out the channel. If you have anything to add or ask, please let me know. I'd love to get this conversation started. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for more content like this. Hope to see everybody in the next video. Later, dreamers.